Okay, welcome to Math Project 38.
Yeah, almost to 40.
Almost to 40. Okay, here we go. Here's practice problem number 1. At store number 1, you can buy 6 magic math blocks for $8. At store number 2, 9 magic math blocks cost $13. You need to buy 18 of them. 18 magic math blocks. Which store will sell 18 blocks for the lowest price? Okay, do you understand the problem?
Yes.
How much did magic math blocks cost at store number 1?
You can buy 6 of them for $8.
Okay, so let's draw that. 6 for 6. Store number 1, there's 6. And how much does this cost?
$8.
$8 at, sorry, I'm trying to reach around the camera here, at store number 1. Okay, so $8 at store number 1, 6 for 8. And what's store number 2?
Number 2 has 9 of them for $13.
9 for 13. Okay, 9 magic math blocks.
Well, I just figured out something.
For $13. Wait a minute. $13 at store
I think
number
I figured
2.
out something.
Okay, so we got 6 for 8, and we got 9 for 13. Okay, what have you figured out? Tell me.
Well, I think, that 18 at store number 2, 18 at store number 2 will cost $26.
Okay, how did you figure that out?
Well, because 9 is half of 18.
At store number 2, 18 cost how much?
Right, it costs $26.
Okay, go ahead and write that in.
Oops. Does that look like a 2?
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Oops. 26. And you figured that out because 26 was equal to what?
Was half a 9. No, was half a 13. Was 13 times 2.
Okay, it was 13 times 2. Okay, at store number 1, how much do 18 cost? Do you remember how much they were at store number 1?
Yeah. It was 6 for $8.
6 for $8 at store number 1. So how are we going to figure out how much 18 costs?
It's 3 times 8. Because...
It's what? How did you figure it out?
Well...
Okay, we know 6 costs...
Well, 6 times 3 is 18.
6 costs... How much? 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's this is $24.
18 costs 24. Forgot my dollar signs. 6 costs $8 and 18 costs $24. Okay.
So this one's cheaper.
So at store number 2, 18 costs $26, and at store number 1, 18 costs $24. So if you needed to go buy a bunch of magic math blocks, where would you go? Store number 1 or store number 2?
Number 1.
Store number 1. Okay. Good job.
I don't know if magic math blocks are real.
What do you mean you don't know if they're real? They're right here.
Those are more like blue blocks.
No, they're magic math blocks. Okay, ready for the next problem?
Yep.
Okay, here's practice problem number 2. Consecutive numbers are whole numbers that follow in order, such as 7, 8, 9, 10, or 51, 52, 53. Give me another example of some consecutive numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, great. And give me one more.
99, 100, 101.
Okay, great. Awesome. Our challenge on this problem is to find 7 consecutive numbers that add up to 91. And then find
the digits add up to 91?
No, the numbers. So let's say it was 51, 52, 53. We would take 51 plus 52 plus 53. Oh. And that would add up to 91. I mean, it's not 51, 52, 53, right? Because do you know what 51, 52, 53 plus 53 adds up to?
That adds up to 156.
156, right. So that's definitely not 91. Plus it's only 3 numbers, and we need to find 7 consecutive numbers that add up to 91. And once we find them, find the largest and find the smallest. Okay? Okay, so what are we trying to find in this problem?
7 consecutive numbers that add up to 91.
Okay. Do we know what they are?
No.
Okay. So what should we call, let's call the smallest number something. What do you want to call it?
Well, the smallest number is Z and the largest number A.
Well, let's just call the smallest number something. You want to call it Z?
Yeah.
Okay, so the smallest number equals Z. Okay? So we start out with the number Z, and I write my Z's with that little dash through the middle so you don't get them confused with 2's. Okay, so if they're consecutive numbers, what's the next number? If you start out with Z and you have consecutive numbers, what's the next number?
That's the end of the alphabet.
You're right, it's the end of the alphabet, so it's kind of tricky to start with Z. But give me an example of consecutive numbers again.
1, 2, 3, 4, ...
Okay, great. So if you start out with Z as your smallest number, consecutive number, what's the next one?
A.
No.
No, A. Z plus 1.
Z plus 1, right. That's the thing about consecutive numbers. Z plus 1. What's the next one?
Z plus 2.
Z plus 2.
Z plus 3.
Z plus 3. How many do we have so far?
We have 4.
Okay, how many do we need?
7. Z plus 4.
Z plus 4.
Z plus 5.
Z plus 5.
Z plus 6.
Z plus 6.
Okay, that's...
Okay, so is that 7? Are you sure?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay. Now what happens when we add these numbers together?
We're going to get 7Z.
So we have 7 Z's.
So that's... And then plus...
Should I write them out? Plus 1,
Yeah.
plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. Okay? And what does this equal, by the way?
Well,
What?
21.
Nope.
No, Z plus 21. No, 7Z plus 21.
Okay, it equals 7Z plus 21. Oops, sorry, I can't quite reach over there because of this tripod.
I'll do it.
Write 7Z for me. 7Z. Write that dash through the middle so we don't think you wrote 72. Plus 21. And what was this supposed to equal? Do you remember what the number is?
91.
91, okay.
Well, 7Z could equal 71. I mean 70.
7Z. So 7Z plus 21 equals 91. That means 7Z equals 70. So what does Z equal?
Z equals 10.
Z equals 10. Very good. Okay, so we figured out what Z was. So we said our smallest number is Z.
Yep.
Smallest number was Z, and then our 7 numbers were Z plus 1, Z plus 2, Z plus 3, Z plus 4, Z plus 5, Z plus 6, and Z. When we added them together, we got 7Z plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, which was the same as 7Z plus 21, and that equals 91. So 7Z equals 70, so Z equals 10. So if Z equals 10, what are my 7 numbers? If I start
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We can make sure they add up to 91.
Okay. Do you want to make sure they add up to 91? That's always a good idea to double check your answers.
Yeah, I'm gonna add up the 10s, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Okay, so that's 70 when you add up the 10s.
Plus 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 4 is 10. 15, 21. 70 plus 21, that's 91.
Okay, except you forgot to add the 0.
Yeah, except that nothing changes.
Nothing changes. Okay, very good. 70 plus 21 equals 91. So we were supposed to find the smallest number and the largest number. So what's the smallest number that we found?
10.
What's the largest number?
And 16.
Very good.
Homework problems.
Okay, ooh, yeah, homework problems. Okay, so your homework problems are Olympiad 47, number 1, and number 3. So Olympiad 47, problem number 1, and problem number 3. Great job today, sweetie.